Today on Turner Classic Movies. Marjorie Rambeau and Alan Hale cover the waterfront in Tugboat Annie Sails Again. Then Nina Foch is drugged and wakes up in a strange house with a new identity. My name is Julia Ross. And Claire Trevor and Lawrence Tierney follow their natural desires. Born to Kill. Today on Turner Classic Movies.
I simply adore, and every day more, like girls, like girls, like girls. Girls, 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 girls.
Lay girls, a new phrase in entertainment which bears the stamp of something very special. As you follow the delightfully romantic adventures of three girls on a European spree, each girl with a love story.
Les girls, les girls. No Frenchman could live without them. Ah, this Barry Nicholl is a Frenchman at heart. Amour with Angèle, amour with Sybil, amour with Joy, who is perhaps a little reluctant.
Barry, remember what the doctor told you?
The doctor told me not to dance. I'm not going to dance.
In Granada, we salute Gene Kelly when he fights for Gay Kendall. He shows the fire of a true Spaniard. Senor Kelly can really take it.
The girls left London agog, really. The ladies told all you know. Aired their escapades in Her Majesty's court. Very titillating. Spicy affair, really.
We're ladies in waiting to the king. As ladies in waiting, we're on the spot because we've got to give the king everything.
In London or Paris, Bangkok or Brooklyn, Les Girls is your passport to pleasure.
Les girls, les girls, les
Yes, you know this young man. You've heard more about him than any star personality in the modern entertainment world. Yet, here is an Elvis Presley you've never seen before. Vince Everett, dynamically portrayed by Elvis Presley, was a tough blackboard jungle kid who became even tougher under the influence of his jailhouse cellmate. A terrific performance by Mickey Shaughnessy.
I'm an animal in a jungle, and I got a motto. Do unto others as they would do unto you, only do it first.
Do it first. That's right.
Jailhouse Rock is the astounding success story of this rebel with a voice that rocked the world.
I guess it's just because you were so square. Baby, I don't care.
Jailhouse Rock is also the love story of this rebel.
How dare you think such cheap tactics would work with me?
I ain't tactics, honey. It's just the beast in me.
The fires of violence still raged in Vince as he fought his way to fame and fortune in the exciting world of popular music.
Don't leave me now.
Walking through a party in the county jail. The prison band was there, they began to wail.
And then came Hollywood.
No, Vince, let's try it again. Vince! How do you like our movie star, Peggy?
He has adapted very quickly.
Well, there's not much oxygen up where he is, and the man gets lightheaded. Tramping on me is one thing, Sonny. Hurting a little girl like Peggy is another.
Just don't you go get no ideas, Uncle.
There comes a time when you gotta take a hand in things, and that time is now.
Don't push me, Uncle.
I'm gonna beat hell out of you.
Don't try. You're talking crazy, man.
You know you got it coming, son.
I said don't try.
You'll be forever young and beautiful to me.
These are the notorious outlaws who blazed a trail of terror across an entire state. Jesse James, the Dalton boys, and the most daring of all, the Younger brothers. 3 brothers riding together through 100 lightning raids. Robin Hoods of the West, they were called by their friends. Bad men by their enemies. Their daring adventures growing fiercer and fiercer to save the honor of the state. Now the amazing story of these most dangerous of all bad men comes to the screen in a mighty motion picture.
Keep your seats, folks, and don't move.
It's a holdup!
Shut up!
With Dennis Morgan reliving the reckless adventures of the famous bandit leader, Cole Younger. Arthur Kennedy as Jim Younger. Wayne Morris as Bob Younger.
You boys are new at this game, aren't you?
Yeah, who do you think you are?
Well, I've been called practically everything, but my name is James.
James?
Jesse James.
Get your hands up, Younger.
I thought I'd find you here. Take his gun, Dan.
Hold it, Bilson. Jim's had that gun for a long time. He likes it. All right, Sheriff, get moving. Where's Jim?
Cole, Jim gave himself up so that I could go free.
Where they got him?
In Harrisonville. But tomorrow they're taking him out of the county.
That means they don't figure to give him a fair trial. We've got to get him out of there.
Now get this. I'm sick and tired of being argued with.
I want you to tend to your own business and keep out of ours.
You do, huh?
You just quit meddling in our affairs like I told you.
And if I don't?
If you don't, one of us is going to get hurt.
Today on Turner Classic Movies, Marjorie Rambeau and Alan Hale cover the waterfront in Tugboat Annie Sails Again. Then Nina Foch is drugged and wakes up in a strange house with a new identity. My name is Julia Ross. And Claire Trevor and Lawrence Tierney follow their natural desires. Born to Kill. Today on Turner Classic Movies.
Now boarding, track 29, Greenwich. Track 29, Greenwich. Greenwich, track 29.
I've been waiting here forever.
Today on Turner Classic Movies. A young woman becomes imprisoned by an insane family. Nina Foch stars in My Name is Julia Ross. Then, Claire Trevor and Lawrence Tierney are a bad influence on each other in Born to Kill. And Greer Garson rescues amnesiac Ronald Coleman from a mental institution in Random Harvest. Today on Turner Classic Movies.
The most powerful undersea explosion ever unleashed by man. What caused it? How was it devised? And where?
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm all right. Snag the flap about it.
Turn the water off, Lane. What the heck have you been doing?
I had a running break without the water, and she exploded.
I'll say she did, but what exploded? What did you do?
In view of what's happened, we've decided to give you the opportunity to volunteer again. You came here prepared to undertake hazardous duty. You now know exactly what that means.
This is a story of men, Navy men assigned to a project where the odds are against them. But with it all, they know how to smile and answer the call to arms. Whether it's a rollicking brawl about a beautiful blonde or the harsh warning of danger ahead, they're equal to the task at sea or ashore in their hazardous laboratory.
Slip the prop flap, check all the gauges. How is it?
She's all set, sir.
Gauge is all reading 0, sir.
Here you will discover a new world of adventure and suspense. Men and machines, vast energy harnessed by humans, undreamed of power under control. But along with the elements of science, there's always the human factor, the emotions of man, sometimes under no control.
Now listen, Wharton. I'm just a scientist, not a flag-waving fanatic. I've looked on this job as another thing to be done. I can see now that to you it's always been a matter of national prestige. Oh, you're dead right. I haven't contributed anything. I can't say right now that what happened last time won't happen again, but until I can, you can go take a running jump.
Yes, they talked of this woman who came up from cheap honky-tonks to take her place in society, in the grandest house on the smartest street in town, Flamingo Road. But what was the shadowy story behind her spectacular rise? Who were the men of power and influence who became the stepping stones that took her to Flamingo Road? Was it Dan who taught her to trust? Or was it Field who taught her to love? Was it Semple who taught her to hate?
I'm going to crucify you. You and Dan both.
You're going to tell him it was a frame-up and that Dan is innocent. Because if you don't, I'll kill you.
Go quietly, or you'll both go. Like that.
Isn't it about time he asked you to marry?
Did you?
That was different.
Yes, it was, Field. I was in love with you.
You at least knew you weren't in love with me. I thought I had more power than he had and you'd be secure.
Dan, that's not true.
No one has ever played me for quite such a sucker.
Today on Turner Classic Movies. A young woman becomes imprisoned by an insane family. Nina Foch stars in My Name is Julia Ross. Then, Claire Trevor and Lawrence Tierney are a bad influence on each other in Born to Kill. And Greer Garson rescues amnesiac Ronald Coleman from a mental institution in Random Harvest. Today on Turner Classic Movies.
All passengers now boarding track 29, Greenwich. Track 29, Greenwich. Greenwich, track 29.